in Laos, President Yoon Suk Yeol partook in the East Asia Summit on this Friday, pledging commitment to easing the humanitarian crisis in war-torn regions. Our senior correspondent Oh Soo-young reports.
President Yoon Suk Yeol set out South Korea's role and vision for a peaceful, rules-based global order, pledging to expand aid to Myanmar and Ukraine, and calling for an end to violence and subversive acts across geopolitical flashpoints. He was speaking on Friday at the annual East Asia Summit, comprising of 18 countries, including the 10 members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, as well as South Korea, Australia, China, India, Japan, New Zealand, Russia, and the United States. With Myanmar's internal crisis being the focal point of the discussion, Yoon said the conflict is a test of the annual summit's problem-solving capabilities and that all violence must cease immediately. The situation in Myanmar has been spiralling since February 2021, when the military junta forcibly removed an elected civilian government, leading to protests which have turned into an armed conflict within the country. To improve the humanitarian situation, Yoon said Seoul will provide $23 million in aid this year, 4 times the amount it gave in 2023. He also called for a swift ceasefire amid the Israel-Hamas conflict and negotiations to release hostages, warning that conflicts in the Middle East also have direct implications for peace and security in the Indo-Pacific. Yoon further pledged to expand security, humanitarian and reconstruction aid to Ukraine through Seoul's Ukraine Peace and Solidarity Initiative, noting that North Korea and Russia's illegal military cooperation enables the Ukraine war to continue. Yoon said Pyongyang only aims to sustain the ruling regime while clamping down on human rights and posing a nuclear threat to the region. He then emphasized his unification doctrine, a vision for the unification of the two Koreas as a force for peace and prosperity across the world, as it promotes nuclear non-proliferation and new economic opportunities. With growing tensions in the South China Sea, the South Korean leader said the freedom of navigation and flight across regional waters must be guaranteed in accordance with the international law. Yoon noted that as geopolitical uncertainty grows around the world, the role of their multilateral meeting will become increasingly critical, and he called on leaders to prioritize dialogue and cooperation. As a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council and through its role as a global pivotal state, Yoon said South Korea will make every effort to restore peace through dialogue and cooperation among the involved parties. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.